All right, here we go. I just showed these in a video and I got a lot of questions about them, so I'm gonna show you. They're new from Fireball Tool. It's a miter square. Very similar to a speed square. Does kind of the same thing. You get your 90 degree mark. Got your 45. This one right here has 22.5 built in there, so you can do those to get to that. There's differences though. This doesn't replace this. This doesn't replace this. This doesn't replace this. It's just like everything else, and it's like having a combination square, tri-square, or something like that. They all got their price. Now, I think this is super cool. This one fails on large radius pieces. This one fails on sharp radius pieces, say like extruded aluminum, not the best. Great for this, because that is extruded aluminum, so it fits right in there. It's perfect for extruded aluminum. Any kind of heavier stuff, anything heavier, this thing works better than this. Once you get up into something similar, or just something like 4-inch, this radius works great where this fails and you barely have anything hanging on to the radius. Same with the bigger one. Same issue, even though this is bigger. These are stainless, laser etched, they look good. Come in a 3-pack, small, medium, and large. I think it's, I don't know what it is. I don't know how they measure it. I'm gonna have a link down in the bottom. I'll take you right to it, so you go check it out. I'm gonna look it up, I'll correct myself. Anyways, 3 sides, laser etched, really nice. I like them a lot. And what happens too is, so when you do something on the edge of something, you're marking it out. Let's go ahead and get a piece of material up in here. So, all right, so say if we wanted to run a 45 on this thing. Do you see how nice that fits? Plus, wherever our mark is, I don't have to move anything and I can go straight over and straight down. So I know exactly where the saw is gonna need to go, right there. Now, when I do the same thing with this, so for one, I'm gonna have to mark it on the other side. It's a little bit different. How could I do that on this side? There we go. Same thing, right? So once I do this, I don't have much going down here, so I always have to do it twice. I go one, then turn this, and then right there, I'm kind of guessing at where this line's gonna go, and then I go like that. I don't know for sure. I know for sure that that one's lined up. There's discrepancy in that, and it's probably just me. It might be hard to see. Let me see if I can get a better mark. For one, this is what I'm talking about. Right here on this radius, when you push, like if you're trying to pull this thing tight and pull your mark, a lot of times I do it and it gets annoying too. And if you have any kind of like burr or something right here, it doesn't want to. You really have to push down and you almost have to hold it lightly. Well, I'm a big guy, I don't want to do that. And so I do like that for these, where when I'm pulling, I'm pushing it in there. If I can make my mark, I know I'm not moving. I've got this like clamped in there with my hand and I'm not going off. This one, I can do the same thing there, but like I said, I have to move it too. This one, I get everything in one mark. So say I'm trying to do the 90 here. Cool, can't see that foot. Okay, so when I do this, I have to pick it up and then come down here like this. The 90 is not so bad. It's not so bad. I'm gonna do the 45 right here beside it. So when you come over the 45, I'm gonna come down, but I don't know, I don't trust myself. It's about the same, but there's a little bit different. So when I do this one, I like that I can just come down on the same piece. Get a little crooked right there, but I like that. Perfect little saw guide for cutting. Now, like I was just saying though, it's not perfect. It's just a different tool. This isn't replacing anything. Because like right here, got ourselves some extruded aluminum. See how sharp that is. And so, even say this little one, say the smallest radius, doesn't like it a whole bunch. You're good here, you got a gap there. You got it good here, you got a gap there. This, nice and tight. Now you got the same thing where you have to move it to mark it. But, I mean, I'm cutting this anyway, so that doesn't matter so much. So that's really it. This is just better for like structural stuff. Stainless is great for tubing. Bigger tubing. Wait, that's a solid fit right there. Solid fit. 2 inch, let's see if we're in the middle. At 2 inch right there. Bingo. Bongo. I like that, okay. It's accurate. Rolling that one. Let me see how accurate I am with this one. Cover it up. One I can't see, a little bit old. Uh-oh, that don't look right. All right, that just could have been me. Let me cover that up. Let's do it this way. Okay, here's my 2 inch, right in the center. All right, that looks a little bit better. And it's not. Oh, this is better, but not. Look at that shit. Huh, okay. Cover everything up, all right. You do a 2 inch. You do a 2 inch, real quick. Cool, I don't know which one it was up here. I know this one. Look at that. Huh, look at that. Wow, I never even paid attention how, like, if my thing was inaccurate. Oh. Okay, so there's a line. Let's see if that's... See, that's not even accurate. It's not that one, is it this one? Yeah. Okay, so there's something accurate in there. Might have just... all right, so, well, you see me, well, no, see, look at that. That 2, I would put it in there, and that doesn't look like that's... Okay, so I don't really trust that. Hey, that's just me, and I'm just now trying this out. I'm trying to make a little video for y'all. If you think I'm faking that, let me know, and I'll do more on it. But I just did that, so that seems more accurate, which is cool. It fits better, because like I said, look at how much register you got. We got the radius right there, and you're just barely on it. This bad boy eats that radius for lunch. So, I think that's super cool. Plus you can use it to mark something like this. Oh, we're gonna go 3 inches off the ground. Beep, beep. I like it. It's got a bunch of different things. The only thing where it really kind of loses is something super sharp like extruded aluminum or real light gauge square tubing or angle or something like that with carbon steel. Other than that, anything with a radius, what did I do with it? Anything with a radius. This thing beats outright. Like right there, you can ride up on that so easy. I like this. Look at that, you can almost use that for inside there. You know what, let's see what this I-beam does. Let's put the I-beam in here and see how the speed square works on the I-beam. All right, W8 by 31 I-beam. Let me show you how I load this one-handed. Now, this is just a small scrap piece. That's all I got laying around. I could do this with anything I can pick up. I can load into this vise one-handed with a little lip like this. I can't do it with like pipe or something, but watch what I'm doing. Super easy. I almost would kind of like a bigger step than that. You see that little step? Boom. Now I'm pulling it into the dynamic jaw, and then I just release this, or open the dynamic jaw, and just wait for it to fall down and in. Super easy. So I'm pulling into this, let it ride. I'm gonna do it from this side, then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now I'm going slow, it's like I'm cracking a safe. Waiting to hear it fall. Now you can get the vise open a lot closer to what you need before you do this. Oh, there, see that? Ha! Look at that. I'm gonna try to pick it up. I'm sure I can, nope. There we go. Look at that. That was tough. Now, like I said, I'll show you what I was doing. I'll show you from this angle. Back it up a couple spins. All right. See the little step? Hold it in there. I'm just gonna push it. I'm gonna push this I-beam right here. I'm pushing it into there. I'm gonna use my hand over here. Watch this. Oh, wrong way. See how it's moving? Boom. Don't do that. Now, I could sit here, drill, mark, do whatever I want. Yeah, I could just put it on the table. But, say you got everything on your table and you want to make a part, boom, here it is. Say you just want to hold something, this is a good working height. It's a good fab height. So, you know, I put my stuff in here. Now, square like this probably might be better than this one, this bigger one, on certain things. So like right here, I could just mark across this. Yeah, that works. Super easy to do this. And then there's nothing here, so yeah, it transfers everything over. Then you just transfer from here to here. Doesn't do much for the inside, but like as a saw guide, you know, that works. This, I don't think will outshine it, it still works. Now, hey, that fits even better than the tubing. So if you gotta mark something out, I bet you this is 4 inches. Let's see if this is an 8-inch I-beam. See how accurate this is. Okay, so we're like, what, a half inch, 8.5 inches? See if that's what it is. 8 3/16. So, whatever. So, I mean, this works too. But, you know, like a speed square goes all the way across for that. But if you're setting it up just for your saw to hit it, So it's stainless. I should just be able to wipe that off with some acetone and it not ruin anything. Sure hope this laser etch doesn't come off. Does acetone take off laser etch? I don't know. Nope. I gotta clean the whole thing up. And also clean up all this crap I've been putting on the side. So that's cool. I like the dragon logo. I like the dragon logo. I like dragon logo. But yeah, so there's that, and that. Hey, watch this, I only load something else in here. See this right here, the 2-inch. Oh my God, it's so heavy. All right, say I want to load something. Jesus. Same thing. So if I put this down on the table, I can put this on the table, use a clamp and hold it down, but I can't get to the hole. If I put a clamp here and here, I can't put a hole, I can't do what I need to do to this work surface. If I clamp it inside this vise, I got the whole surface. I can do whatever I want to it, so it's nice. So, turn it where it's easier to see. Same thing. See that lip? Pulling it into the lip. Wrong way. Bingo. Yeah, so like I said, you can kick the sandpaper off just like that, see? But look, all right, so I got goo all over this thing. I want to clean it up with the acetone. Well, if it's all clamped down, and also I'm gonna get all over the table. So, you know, this is like what this is why I like it. I can do whatever I want up here. I got like the whole thing I could prep to. Say if I had burrs on this, I could get all these edges. If I'm doing this on the table, I can't go down with a file and clean this whole edge up, you know what I'm saying? But like right here, I can get to this whole edge. Get out of here, fly. Little gunk right here. Yeah, look at this. This is my sanding block for like servicing some tubing to a ridiculous degree. But I did that all by myself, and look, it's super solid, it's super level. I say super a lot. But if I was trying to put it down here inside these jaws, let me try to do that. Let me just pretend like I was gonna put it in the jaws of like another vise without this step. I guess I would kind of open it up a little bit. Try to hold it there. This is what I do with other things. Now, I'm pulling it into the dynamic vise myself. Okay, cool. Tight now, right? But look at it. I was holding it down all silly and all this other stuff. If I was really gonna do it, what I should do is shim it up with something. But look at all that work. And also, as soon as I loosen this thing wants to fall. As small as that is. As soon as you loosen this, it doesn't fall though. So that's why I like it up here too, because see, watch this. I'm gonna put my finger on there, hopefully I don't hurt it. But see, that's what I gotta do to get it loose for me to hold it. Now, if I was sitting here doing this, and I had it up here in these jaws. All right, look, there, super tight, in there, right? Let me loosen it. It's loose right there. Let it fall. Do you see how much I just opened up? Didn't move. Now watch. Gentle as a butterfly. Wah, 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 wah. Look at that. Easy. I didn't have to worry about smashing my fingers or nothing. Then I can even put it back in. Say if I had a whole bunch of the same parts, put it back in and then watch. It's almost like a machinist vise. That's how accurate it is. No backlash. Somebody show me how easy that is on another vise. I dare you. This ain't Fireball talking, this is me talking. I dare somebody show me something as hard as that is right there. Yeah, it's not hard, blah, 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 whatever. Show me something equivalent to that, as easy as that. I dare you. Diggity dog dare you. And for the question at the end of the thing, heck yeah, look at that. Woo, smashed it flat. Look at that, that's super cool. So, these are the new miter squares from Fireball Tool. Similar to a speed square, doesn't replace it, complements it. I like the way these work on tubing and stuff. And very accurate. Well designed, I like it. I think it's around 30 bucks. A little bit more or less, around 30 bucks for all three of them. Links down in the description. It'll take you right to it so you can pick yourself up a pair if you want. I like them. 2 thumbs up.